Well, that's not the love of my life just standing there. And sure, did you get lost out here? Well, I know I've got acres and acres and acres of land, but I didn't think you would want to go exploring. Not quite this soon, anyways. We got all those crocodilators running around in, huh? Crocodilators? Well, they're probably just, alligators, but crocodilators sound so much funnier, doesn't it? Yeah, really, wherever there's a pool of water, you gotta suspect that they're down there around here. You weren't trying to escape, were you? Well, it looked like you were trying to be stealthy and sneaky, and I, I might be a cowgirl, but I have a sneaky suspicion you weren't exactly looking for any kind of a special grass from a birthday or anything like that. Oh, I get it. We all need some alone time from time to time, but, well, I just like to keep my eyes on you whenever you're having that alone time. Now, how about you come on back, baby? It's late, and, well, it's going to be even later by the time we get home, and the cicadas are all going to be all jumping on people and doing their buggity things, and, well, if someone's going to bug you, I'd prefer it to be me. Take my fingertips and tussle it through your hair and such. Come on, darling. Come on. Oh, sorry. I let's clear my throat. Come on now, darling. Back this way. Well, no, we did discuss that. And I agree with you. Your family deserves to know what you're doing and where you're at, but I let you make that phone call that time, and I also, again, made so many different arrangements so that you can be able to be safe and, like, really, you don't need to work or anything while you live here. I grow all the food we could possibly need. The house is paid off, the land is paid off, and all the stuff we need to buy everything else is just, we grow it ourselves and I sell it on the market. And hell, we don't even have to go take it to the market anymore. They pick it up for us. We overproduce on so much, but there's definitely something I was hoping to be producing soon. Well, darling, you really like mozzarella cheese. Best way to get that is unpasteurized milk. And, well, you know how to get a cow to be able to produce milk, don't you? Very similar to other beings out there, huh? Oh, no, no. I understand. I understand. You're already freaked out by everything else. I'm not trying to move too fast, but it is important to keep our eye on the future, is it not? Oh, baby. Is this you being shy? There is no reason for you to be shy with me. You can tell me positively, absolutely everything that you could ever think of, you could ever want, baby. I won't judge you. Not like all those other people in your lives, anyways. I will always seek to understand you. Even when we disagree. I've not shouted at you outside of those first couple of times that you tried to escape. And it wasn't even that you're trying to leave me, though I don't want you to leave me. It wasn't that you were trying to leave me, my love. It was that I, well, I was worried something was going to happen to you. Dying of exposure is something that, it can happen out in the sunlight, the cold. And, of course, you got to be able to eat. You, Lord, I love you. You can't tell the difference between most different types of berries that are out there. And don't you hear me yawning, baby? I'm getting plumb tuckered out. I want to head back yonder and get into bed and get under those covers and just snuggle on up to the one person I can stand to be around for more than 10, 15 minutes at a time. Most people are so boring. They don't talk about anything of substance. Honestly, they just talk to talk. Have you ever noticed that? Yeah, they just talk about the most asinine things. Whereas you are so insightful and, well, no, yes, you are silly and memes are funny, but we get to have like fun philosophical debates, and we have widely different backgrounds, and yet we view things so, I don't know, in step with each other. Oh, Lord. Well, now we're going to keep bumping our gums and sitting here. We're going to go ahead inside. Darling, there are forces out here besides just the, weather that could get to us. And there's some crockett gators, and there's all kinds of predators running around, like mountain lions. And you're nice and, a cute age. Those cougars could come down and absolutely take a swipe out of you. And I don't want anybody who might potentially be watching us to see that we're having a fight. Then it's going to seem like I'm keeping you here against your will. And then that Sheriff Star will have more of an inclination to head on back. So how about you head on back? How about you head on back and we, just, what? We just go to the porch. If you really want to leave after that, I can give you my cell phone. You can call whoever you want, and you can skedaddle. Do whatever you want. Baby, can we just agree? It's time to head on inside. No, I mean it. It's time to head inside. And then I can make sure to maybe get a little bit more, slip into something more comfortable to wear so that I'm more pleasing to the eye. I know how much you really like it when I whip out those leather. What were they again? That's right. You thought they were. You thought it was a belt. Well, it sure does tie down quite a few things, but a belt, it could be used for, I guess. Baby, let's head inside. And just take my hand. And you know how nice it feels to, see? I do so love how nice and sweet and warm your hand feels in mine. Now, why don't you come this way towards the house with me, darling? Again, I told you, you can skedaddle if you want to. You can soldier off to Buffalo because just maybe the country life isn't for you. There you go. Here you go. Now, I'm glad you decided to make it this decision, because if you're going to leave, no matter what you do, I just want you to be safe while you're doing it. Just taking off and running isn't wise for any situation, let alone out here in the middle of absolute nowhere. So, once we get onto the porch, you can wait outside if you want to. I can head inside and get the house phone, bring it out, and have you dial whoever you need to. But before we get down to all of that, can you tell me why you are continuing to have thoughts about leaving? Oh, Jesus Christ. We spend our entire childhoods trying to become adults, and then we spend our entire adulthoods wishing that we would have appreciated the time we had as a child. Isn't that the irony of life? You always said you wanted to go back to a simpler time, that you would be happier in a world where you didn't have to think, And that's what I wanted to provide for you. Literally provide everything for you so you could just chase after the things that make you the most happy, the things that make you want to get up and beat your chest in the morning, the things that make you smile, the things that make you feel alive. I just I want to be a part of that for you. And I get it. No, I get it. How could I possibly be that for you when I'm the thing that makes you fear everything? And I never want to be that for you, baby. I'd never want to make you scared that if you do go after everything that you want to have, that for whatever reason it's not going to work out. I want to be that sure bet for you. That one place you know that no matter what, I'm going to always be there for you. You can go try out all kinds of new things. I'm never going to make fun of you. I'm never going to make you feel as if you're stupid, because everything that we try out, at least the first time, is rather stupid. Never mind. So, it wasn't your betting? Our betting, I guess. It couldn't have been the food. I know it's one of the few things I do exceptionally well. I cook so good. I made those nice big fluffy biscuits. No, I know. Those silly English people call cookies biscuits, but I mean fluffy Southern style biscuits. You take all your ingredients, you make sure you have it as cold as possible. You even grate your butter because you want to cut it into the dough. And then you stick that still kind of cold dough right into the oven. And, well, actually, you want to cut it out, but you don't want to twist because that makes it to where your biscuits don't fluff up. And then you smother it in a nice, delicious sausage gravy. Oh, that's really easy. Sausage gravy, that is. You just have to take the nice fat drippings that you saved after you cooked off a whole bunch of sausage and add just a pinch of cornstarch in order to thicken it and some milk. Whip that together. You have nice, delicious, bon appetit gravy. Though I can think of a better gravy, and gravy I'd much rather have. And gravy that is one of the few things that keeps me satiated all night long. I bacon gravy, of course. No, that's not what I meant. I meant yours. What? Darling. Anyways, so I get it if you want to leave, but you're the one thing in this world that I've always just wanted to keep, keep with me, to love. The one thing that I wanted to cherish. The one thing that no matter how bad this world becomes, at least I can say at the end of the day that I have someone who's going to hold me on my worst days and celebrate my best days. Sorry, I'm getting teary-eyed thinking about that. It's been honestly a dream come true having you here. It's hard hearing that you might be gone in as little as a couple hours. But, No. Why would you want to stay? You're a city slicker. I'm a cowgirl. And if truth be told, everybody leaves. So you should probably just go too, right? Right? Well, no, that's not what I want. Of course that's not what I want. That's not what I fought for. It's not what I built all this for. Trying to work on this. I'm trying to work on having a better dynamic, but the idea of you going out there in that world, and you're not good with social cues. You're not good at knowing what to say, when to say it. You're not good at peopling. Who's going to make it to where the people don't then turn around and hurt you the way they're so prone to doing? No, this is not me coming up with a reason to make you stay or make you think that. I'm just being real. I'm just being honest about the situation that we have in front of us. I think I'm being one of the realest people in your life right now. If not the only person who's ever been real. No, I wasn't trying to put you down. I was being truthful. It's one of the reasons I love you. Why do I want someone who's gregarious and will go chit chat? Do you know what my old boyfriends did? The ones before you. They thought it was cute that I got jealous. They would put me in situations where I would get increasingly angry to the point where I would get then arrested. I got arrested a couple of times. Well, because they thought it was adorable. They thought that it was oh so cute to watch me just end up like that. Just yelling and screaming at some girl, watching my face get flushed, watching me try to hold their hand more and shift them around. Became a game. All I've ever had are people who play games, and you said all you've ever had were girls that you were interested in, but they didn't have interest in you. And then the few girls that you have had were freaking psychos that just used you for things, and you wanted someone who would want you, someone who wouldn't want to run off with someone who's, quote, better by some strange standard that I didn't subscribe to and I don't sign up for. And honestly, I'm just not interested in any of those people. Then I found you. Absolutely perfection, absolutely everything I ever dreamed of. Look at that paper right there. Look at it. You see? I carried around with me everywhere. It is a list of all the qualities I wanted in someone. I wrote it down the day before I met you. And I told myself if it took 3 years, if it took 2 years, if I never found that person, well then, it was meant to be. But then I met you. And the more I got to know you, the more I saw these traits. And it's very specific. There might be billions and billions and billions of people in this world, but that doesn't mean they're all going to be able to hit this. In fact, I would say that it would take, I think the odds are in the trillions that someone would actually fit this bill, but you do to a perfect T. In fact, you went on to have even more endearing qualities I never would have thought about. So yeah, it hurts thinking that I got so close to the sun. Honestly, right now I feel like Icarus. To be able to feel freedom, to be able to believe that this crazy idea I had that someone could ever love me, that I won't die alone, is about to end. Because you don't understand the opportunity in front of you. You don't understand everything you ever wanted just right here. Because you're scared. I said it, you're scared. You're always scared, aren't you? You're scared to go after everything. You're scared to ask for promotions. You're scared to tell your parents what you really think about them. You're scared to even look cashiers in the eye when they ask you basic questions about your order. How many times have you gone to the fast food place and you got the wrong order and you just ate it because it was easier than turning around and complaining or asking for something different, and you didn't want to cause them any harm because you put everybody else above you? Meanwhile, you paid for the meal you paid for and you deserve the meal that you paid for. How many times have you sat hoping and wishing someone would come talk to you, but you sat there alone because, well, you did. I know I've done it. I know I've done it a lot. And it took moving out here for me to realize that is not the person I want to be. I want to be more. I want to be me. I want to be happy. And I think you do too. I think you deserve that. So, why don't we do that? Why don't we make you happy? Why don't we make you be the person you want to be? First, get the confidence by living the life that you want to live. You want to be more secluded, be more secluded. But like, learn the skills that you're really, really good at. I'm good at cooking. I am. I'm really good at dancing. I am. I love music trivia. I surrounded myself by all the things that bring me joy. So then when I go out, I just radiate those things. And if people don't like them, then they're not my people, and screw them. Screw them. You always liked everything I did. That's right. When you first met me, I was working on my truck, but I was singing. I'm pretty sure you heard it when you were at that gas station, humming a merry little tune. And if someone stared at me and they didn't like it, well, it's not my problem. But I guess we're here now, so I should go get that phone. And what? Oh, you're grabbing me a little tightly there. No. If you want to go after months and months and months, this is what trick? You think this is a trick? Really? I mean, fair, valid. I have said some things that were untrue because, yes, you're right. The whole premise in which we met on was me pretending there was a situation going on that there wasn't, because I was interested in you. And you're right. In order to keep you around, I changed locks. I used fey magic to lock the windows and some. Well, I didn't exactly tell you that, but that's how I made sure you couldn't get out of the house, darling. I put up all kinds of camera systems. That's why whenever it seems like you're going to do something drastic, but never able to head it off. We don't exactly have a relationship built on trust, but I do believe we have genuine love. And trust ebbs and flows. No, really think about it. Like, there was a period in my dad's life that he wasn't the best person. And I believe great people have bad segments in their life. I believe we could absolutely get there as long as there's genuine love. And I believe you love me. It wasn't just some roll of the dice. But I could be wrong. Hell, I'm often wrong about so many things. But I'll go get that phone. Well, I can't keep you here. That's the truth. That's the truth. I can drag you back. I can lock you down. I can put you in a cave. But that's not what I crave at the end of the day. At the end of the day, I want you to love me. So maybe I just have to let you go see what life is like out there without me again. Going to some dead-end job day after day. Even when you've had jobs that you thought you liked, they weren't fulfilling because you had no one to come home to. You had no one to share your triumphs with. You even said when you would tell your parents about what was going on in your day, it felt hollow, like they were just going through the motions of pretending to care about what was going on in your life. Meanwhile, I'm just dying to hear you breathe. I like to listen to you breathe while you sleep. Yeah, I know. I can't help that. I think that one's just going to be creepy. So, the lesson is, I have to make you love me so much that you want to stay. And after a month of doing my absolute worst and damnedest, this is the next step. Giving you a way out if you so choose. What are you doing? It's the house phone. Well, yeah, whenever I leave the house and I go out into the field, I leave it on the porch. So if I ever have to hightail it, then it's closer to me and I can just grab it and be able to race inside or hopefully, if someone's chasing me, then I've ditched them and I'll be able to go someplace else. Worst place to hide is inside the house. So if you think someone's coming to come get you, with the door wide open, they're going to think that I'm right there. Yeah, I guess that's the trauma talking. I'm always looking for exits and ways out of things and situations, and especially in the physical world. But back to you. Take the phone. Do with it whatever you will. I mean, you're going to call your friends and your family, and, well, my door's always going to be open, darling. You'll be able to come back whenever you want to. There'll always be room for you here. And once you see what it's like going back, having all of those awful responsibilities, having all the weight of the world put back on your shoulders, expectations from people who just want you to be like them, I'm almost confident you won't come running back. You'll come sprinting in that door. You'll lock it behind yourself. I can see it in your eyes, that hesitation. You've lacked it out here. You've lacked the country air. You definitely have loved my country cooking. You have loved being able to be free. And that's what I want to give you. I don't have to lock you up physically, because I have your mind and your soul. And, well, the things that we do with that body are pretty awesome. So, oh, look at you. You mean that? Setting down your phone like that? Well, it is your phone. Mi casa, su casa. You just, seeing you being so, well, not so flatty. Do we finally get that brattiness out of you? That defiance? No, I get it. You're not defiant for the sake of being defiant. You're defiant because you grew up in a world where everyone told you who to be. And once you got a crumb of power, agency over yourself, you rebel against anything that is around you, don't you? Mm-hmm. No. It's not that you're typical. It's not that you're being read like a book. It's just human nature. If things are trying to make you be, if you try to make a lion bark like a dog, you're going to be greatly disappointed with its results at the end of the day. It doesn't mean it's not an incredible creature. It's an amazing lion. You were just told who to be and never given the chance to figure out who you are. And those of us that can see that are drawn to that light. And I just want to rip everything away from you. Everything away from you that doesn't allow you to shine as brightly as you deserve to, as like you've wanted to. I know you have felt it in you. There have been those moments that you felt that you were so great at something. You love something. You have such a passion for something. And if people would just let you do that thing, Jesus, the things that you'd be able to feel and accomplish. I don't think it's so bad that you want to be able to do the things that you love. And I want to be a part of that. I want to help you do the things that you love. I want to help you be in the light that you have carved out for yourself. Not what your parents think or what the people you grew up around think, but what you think. No right or wrong answers. Just you and me. I want you to be the greatest you. I also don't want anyone trying to take you away from me, because once they realize how great you are, you'll have so many choices. I'm not super confident you'll want to choose me then. But then what if they try to crush your spirit the way the world has? Then I'll have to crush them with an axe to their face. Sorry, I get a little protective of you. So I think you're so fabulous. Well, alrighty. How about we go and get some victuals? Dinner, supper, what do you want to call it? Let's go get something to eat. Let me fill your belly so that later tonight I can have mine filled with a late night snack. Yeah, late night snack. I mean, it's definitely packed with protein. My snacks, Don't want to. Gotta get them gains. All right. Well, let's skedaddle. Hey guys, Ian Alexander here. Inspiration for this character. God, I usually say Olga slash Beatrice is the closest to me. This character is going to be really close. I God, do I have the I can fix him mentality? Kind of. I really love people who are going after passionately for something that they want, but I also really like helping people that feel like they don't have a passion for anything, like they don't feel like they're good at anything. Discover the thing that we're good at. We all have this one thing we know way too much about, and that fascinates us, and that fascination is such a beautiful thing. Like hyperfixation, everyone, even if you're not autistic like me, hyperfixates on stuff. It does not take ADHD to hyperfixate. It just means it's something that you derive that much joy out of, and I love helping people find that stuff. And I once had a person that we did not end up getting together who was very similar, and I spent a lot of time like trying to help them get away from the expectations of their family and their and the people that they grew up with, and help them figure out what they really liked. And it was so fulfilling. I love that. And now I get to do a lot of that on Discord. Like our Discord conversations on the Patreon Discord are so fun. Like learning what you guys are into, and like encouraging you guys to go for the things that you are really, really, really passionate about, because life is too damn short to be chasing somebody else's dream. Go chase yours. And if you fall on your face, cool, because the cool people will applaud you for even fucking trying. That's so brave. And assholes who usually are chasing someone else's dream will make fun of you, and we can ignore those people. So, wow, sorry, my phone has been going crazy. Anyways, I love you guys. I'm so excited to announce the cuddle draft dates. We will have those out soon. It's we've just been waiting on a couple of the Spice Girls to make sure that we can get their dates down, and we'll be good. I'm so excited for the cuddle draft. Anyways, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.